Hey legends, are you looking into buying a Ford Ranger or maybe the new Ford Rangers? So this video I'm going to do a review on my Ford Ranger that I've just brought to let you know the perks and quirks of owning a Ford Ranger. So let's get into it. So first of all, they do have a good looking front end. And in my opinion, they do have a tough looking rear on them. So no more mucking around, let's get into it. So this one behind me, it's a 2016 Ford Ranger px2 MK2 model. As you guys would have known, I did have a Triton, a 2014 MN, but I decided to upgrade to the Ranger. That was my own personal reasons. So yeah, let's give you guys a look at this thing and show you what they're all about in the real world compared to those normal car reviews you see on those car channels. So first of all, they do have a really nice front end on them. They have this massive grille. This one here, it's a different sort of grille that's on this one compared to others I've seen. It's got 3 lights in the grille as well. And if you're going to buy one of these things, the very first thing that you want to do, one of the very first mods you want to do, is to do with the automatic transmissions. This model I've got is the 6-speed auto, but the newer models I believe are a 10-speed auto, and they had problems with the transmissions overheating. So one of the first things you want to do is do what this thing's done. Now up in there, I've got an aftermarket trans cooler. I don't know if you guys can quite see that or not, but it is a PWR trans cooler, and that there, having that on there, will keep the transmission temps down to a low degree, and they are really good, especially if you're going to be towing and all that sort of thing. And the beauty about them is no manual locking hubs, so no getting out in those bog holes and getting covered in mud and put your hubs in. They do have the nice chrome badging on the side with the 3.2 for the engine, because it is the 5-cylinder turbo diesel, and the 6-speed auto. So let's just head inside the car and show you a few of the features the car's got. So we'll just open the door and hop in. As you can hear, the dinging from the door, that does drive some people absolutely bonkers, the noise it makes, but they shut quite good, the doors. And for anyone who's a mad four-wheel driver, you can turn your traction control off here. Some models, I'm not sure if all models, but they do come with a factory rear diff lock and also a factory hill descent control. Your four-wheel drive is just on this little switch here. You've got your 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. And then you've got your automatic transmission, which you just pull that back and push it over for manual mode. You've got all these controls here on your steering wheel. Now, this one here is to flick backwards and forwards through your music. Also to make phone calls and command the car what to do. This one up here is actually for the left-hand side of the screen, which I will give you a look at that. So I have just turned the ignition on, and as you can see, you've got entertainment, navigation and phone, and you can just flick through these with the buttons on the steering wheel, and you just click left if you want audio off, audio on for entertainment, and then your navigation, of course, you can just flick through, and also you can do the same for your phone as well. And then on this side of the car, you got your temperature gauge, fuel gauge, rev counter, and the kilometres. This one, she's only got 93,000 Ks on it. It is only a one owner. And then the buttons down here on the steering wheel, you can flick through up there on your dash. And you can also check your range of fuel, how many litres per 100 you are using. And you can also set this gauge differently. Like, you don't have to have the temperature gauge, you can, or the rev counter, you can just have the fuel gauge there as well. And you've got a nice deep compartment up here to put your phone, change, or paperwork if you're a guy that travels around. Up here, you've got your lights for your interior. That there's your speaker for your phone. Up here, there is a sunglass holder in the roof for your sunglasses. Down here, you have twin cup holders, and then you've got a nice deep center console here. And down here, you've got all your heater controls, aircon, and also there is actually a CD player in here, which I'm quite surprised because everything's Bluetooth now. So you can actually run CDs. You've got 2 12-volt ports down here. Down here, you also have a line in, a SD card slot, and also for USBs as well, and also charging your phone. And in this one, I do have an aftermarket brake controller installed for when I'm towing. And you get these high quality Ford Ranger rubber floor mats that say Ranger on them. And in the back, there's plenty of room for the kids, or if it was just you and your partner traveling around, you could take this whole back seat out and you could mount a fridge in that here, but there's plenty of leg room. Down here, you've got a 230 volt socket as well in the back for 230 volt. And down here, you've also got another 12 volt cigarette lighter. So that's pretty handy if you want to charge a few things like cameras, phones, iPads, etc. Mine did come with these Pro Rack heavy duty series roof racks. I'm not too sure what the load rating is on them, but yeah, they're not a bad looking rack. It was a bonus they come with it because it saves me buying a set of roof racks. They come with a really nice sports bar with a brake light up in the sports bar as well, and this one's also got an EGR tonneau cover on it. And just down under here, they also do have a reverse camera, and you've also got your sensors on the back as well. And the only thing I'm going to do is when you open the tailgate, they do sort of just want it plop down, but I'm actually going to get some struts so it comes down real nice and easy. There is an aftermarket kit you can get for that. Also up in here, I'm just trying to find it. Oh, yep, over there. There's a cigarette plug, so you can put a fridge in there. That is a factory option. And there is also, when I can find it, there's also a light. There's a switch on the dash that you can flick, and there'll be a there's actually a button on the dash. I've pressed it, but I haven't actually seen where it is because I haven't looked in the dark, but there's an actual light in the tray that will light up the tray for you. So if you're out camping or doing some late night shopping, it'll help light up the tray for you when you're putting groceries in or getting gear in and out when you're camping. And they do come with a 3.5 ton tow bar as well, especially if you get the one with the 7 end cap safety, which this one here does. On this one, it does have, if you can see up there, it's got a full 3-inch straight through exhaust. It's a Manta system from ARB. Sounds pretty good, and yeah, frees up a bit of horsepower from that turbo as well. So, and then we go around to this side here. You got 4x4 there. You got some real big wheel wells. Now this is all only standard height. I've got 17 by 8.5 rims. I'm not too sure on what the offset is, and I'm running a 265 65 R17, which I think they're equivalent to a 30 or a 31. It also does have Ironman, I think they're called overloads in the rear as well, just to help with weight for when you're towing as well. This is a really cool feature, your fuel flap. You just press that and that there opens up, so that there's pretty cool. It's got one cool feature that I really do like, that when you lock it, watch this. So I'm about to lock the car, just watch these mirrors. They fold in for when you're parking, so no one gets hooked up on it, and for when you unlock it, they fold straight back out. That is really cool, I do like that. And you can set your windscreen wipers on auto, so as soon as it starts raining, the wipers will go automatically, so you don't have to worry about your wipers. And your headlights, you can put them on auto too. It sort of freaked me out the first time I used them, was I was driving along, had low beams on, no one was around, and they automatically flicked to high beam. And then as soon as it sensed oncoming traffic, they automatically flicked down to low beam. They did. And even driving around town and that, like, they just stay on low beam. They don't, you know, like some people say electrical faults and all this sort of thing, but they don't flick up and down. They stay down at a normal level, even in town. So I just accidentally set the alarm off, and it frightened the bejesus out of me, and it was loud as hell. So they have a really good alarm on them as well to stop them from being stolen. So that's another good thing. And under the bonnet here, this is your 5-cylinder turbo diesel. The good thing about it is they got these alternators nice and high, so when you're out 4-wheel drive and going through bog holes and that, instead of being down real low down the bottom there like cruisers and stuff like that, filling up with mud and that, Ford's really thought about it by putting these up nice and high to keep them out of the mud. But Yeah, no, so, and you got room under here to put a dual battery system. You can also put a catch can, which I am going to put a aftermarket catch can on this vehicle. And I will give you guys a listen to that 3-inch exhaust. So that there is just an idle. I don't know how well you guys can hear that, but I'll give her a couple of revs and yeah, you guys can have a listen. And as you can hear, when you give her a rev and lift off, you can actually hear the turbo through that, so that does sound really good in my opinion. And fuel economy in this thing, I'm getting around 9.6 litres per 100, so she's pretty good on diesel. And like I said, it's got the 93,000 Ks on it, it's one owner, and yeah, I'm really impressed with it. I haven't had it in four-wheel drive yet. As you can see, there's no mods on it, it's pretty stock, so I can't go beating it around or anything, because otherwise I'm going to end up getting stuck in this thing. So, but I do have a few mods, and I've already brought a couple of things for it. So they're just going to be visual mods. I've already brought them. They're at home. I haven't actually put them on the car yet. So I'll be heading home from here, and I will have to give it a wash because it was kind of clean but a bit dirty from the rain, but now it's like super dirty. So I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a rundown on a 2016 Ford Ranger. And I've got all the black interior, all the black seats and all that, and up the top there's the black dash, and I've got the black inserts in the door trims as well. The factory side steps though, I think are a bit shit. They're only like plastic, so I think they're a bit shit and they'll definitely be getting replaced. But I'll keep you guys updated with how I'm building this thing up, because I'm trying to build something different to every other Ford Ranger getting around there. So until next time guys, I will leave it there. If you're new around here, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, let me know, all those crazy things. And yeah, I'll catch up with you in the next one. But until next time guys, absolutely loving this thing. Hope this helped you guys out, and any questions, drop them in the comments, ask, and like I said, share it around. So until next time guys, I'll catch up with you in the next one. See you later, legends.